How did you get involved with Star from Apache?
Well, the year was 2009. I was running a youth group, and I had a couple of young men in that youth group who were very excited to show me their musical demos that they made.
That was me and my friend Jeff. We were the young men.
And
a month ago, I posted a video of me and some friends playing a bunch of cover songs for the How to Be a YouTuber series. In the spirit of the series, I was planning to create an analysis of what makes a good cover song channel, the similarities between the popular ones, and some snide comments on why I think people who are more successful than me on YouTube are full of shit. But after many drafts of this video, I came to realize that those snide comments, though they would likely launch me into YouTube fame, are not very productive, and more importantly, that in order to be successful in covering songs on YouTube, the most determining factor by far is talent.
This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway.
So that's what I want to talk about with this video. Talent, what it means to me, how I think it's developed, and why I love playing music with these guys.
we did, Steven and I did one open mic night in a bar on 124th Street, and then totally bonked the performance live. Forgot half my lines, and still
People still were super stoked.
The sound guy came up and said, "Hey, you could be like Eminem one day."
I guess the first question to answer for this video is, what does it mean to be talented? I think it's a hard thing to define because talent means a lot of different things to a lot of people. For someone who's never played guitar before, they could see me playing and say, whoa, that guy's pretty talented. Where to someone who plays guitar well, they would likely say, I could do better. For this reason, I think that talent is more of a journey than a destination. Depending on context and the perspective of the person judging you, you could be talented or not. But in my opinion, if you can impress at least one person with your skills in that moment, you have the right to feel at least a little bit talented.
So anyway, we were hanging out with Jackson playing, and we were all gonna go back to Jackson's, sit in a hot tub, kind of like this, and watch a movie. And on the way there, Jackson was in the car with me. He's like, "Hey, do you think I could be in your band?" And
we're like, of course!
We thought you were! Like, this is the greatest. And
yeah, because Jackson actually has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
So,
well,
it's nice to bring along.
Musical edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you guys aren't talented, but it's a different
type of talent.
Yeah.
So, I guess the next question for this video is, how does one become talented? Without a doubt, every individual is born into a situation, whether genetic or environmental, in which they are more likely to develop certain talents than others. But here's my experience in relation to music. I decided I wanted to learn guitar from the influence of my older brother Lindsay, who I wanted to impress, and girls, who I also wanted to impress. Neither of those things happened soon, but thankfully they both acted as a source of motivation to get me past that initial stage of frustration that often occurs when you're learning new things. I started having fun with playing guitar and eventually drums a few years later when Star from Apache was formed by my good friend Jeff and I. Jeff couldn't play any instruments or keep rhythm that well or sing that well, but for some unshakable reason, he was an absolutely vital part of the band. Here's the very first song we made in 2009. Shortly following this, Jeff and I decided to recruit the help of Chris, a pastor at our local small-town church who also raps. He wrote this song, proved that he had some chops, and became a part of the band.
We're new to this Hip Hop 2010, but a Facebook page has at least 20 friends. Got sharp
For the next few years, during the rest of high school, we continued getting together on weekends to play Halo, funky jams, and every once in a while, see if we could write, record, and produce a song in a night. And 4 years and about a dozen half-baked songs later, we ended up playing our first live show as a band in a small bar to a crowd of 50 people. After that, we kicked out Jeff, waited a few years, added Jack and Ian to the band, and for the past year and a bit, we've been doing our best to get together and jam out as much as we possibly can. So, how does someone become talented? In my opinion, talent is earned. Talent is developed through time and failure and all sorts of unappealing sounding things, but most importantly, talent is developed through finding joy in the process of learning and growing your skills. Star from Apache has not only been one of my favorite things over the course of the past decade, but it has been one of the greatest catalysts to help me improve not only my musical talent, but how I approach things creatively as well. Because I've had this fun, engaging external influence motivating me to keep improving my skills, I've been able to develop a skill set that I would have never been able to develop on my own. So I guess my answer to how you become talented is define what talent is to you, surround yourself with people who are better than you, and most importantly, find joy in the process of getting better. Okay, good. I think we got enough. Unless you guys want to say anything else.
It's a musical journey. It's a
Do
musical.
you want to say that again? I'll zoom in.
Ask the question again, too.
Do you want to say anything else?
It's a musical journey.